What's up, everybody? MTG Gaming here, along with Jose the Ocho and my partner, Famous Otis, aka Famous B. So, what's up, people? What's going on today?
SOS, enjoying sports, wrestling, working, of course, got to pay the bills if we're going to watch our pay-per-views or, and things like that. And meet and greets if wherever we got anything out there.
Yeah, and then this Friday I'm going to SmackDown and MARLINS Fan Fest.
That's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun for you out there.
Yeah, and I'm going to meet some baseball players.
So Matt Riddle signing with
everything.
Matt Riddle was good. Matt Riddle was good. I think it made him feel good that at least the fans were very, smart to ask him questions about good moments. No one's asking anything about the bad stuff, the crimes or everything. So I think some fans have learned, not to question things that you really are not supposed to, I mean, for example, in my case, I end up asking him, how did it feel, headlining or like saying main eventing a WrestleMania for the tag team champions with, the Alpha Academy, the Usos and things like that for the triple threat tag teams and, things like that kind of like made his day. And it's something I think that Miguel brings up too,
And I was
that
there.
You gotta ask him with those kind of questions to live the moments,
Yeah, and
go ahead. Go ahead, Miguel.
And I was there when him and Randy fought Alpha Academy and the Street Profits in a triple threat tag match at WrestleMania 38. I was there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think asking the talents those kind of questions, their best moments, I think it makes them feel for anyone,
That's the last thing that you want to do.
So it's the last thing you want to do. And I mean, here's another stupid thing that happened during a Mick Foley meet and greet. I'll cut it short. I'm not trying to be political about it, but you had a knucklehead fan showing to Mick Foley going to the meet and greet and wearing Trump gear. And knowing that, not saying not trying to get to the politics of it, we all know that Mick Foley's a liberal, but in general and personally, that's an immature thing to do.
Yeah, basically trolling.
You really gonna keep that bullshit to yourself. Really, I'm serious. And at the same time, everybody was eyeballing that bastard, and for him to wear that at the wrong neighborhood, we kind of looked at him. You better get in that car right away and go and stay and don't cause any trouble.
Yeah, I agree.
For real? That's what
because a lot of people were
stupid.
Yeah. It's a stupid thing, and like saying, we're not trying to get political or anything like that to the negative, but don't be immature when you go to these events and start that shit, man, really.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't give a damn if you support the asshole or not.
We're wrestling shit.
Yeah. But don't start that low immature crap on people, man. It's like, really, it's so annoying, man, really.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, to get to the point is, I think everybody came pretty calm and asked, those kind of good WrestleMania moment questions, the victories or something, it turned out to be very good.
I would ask Matt Riddle how it felt tagging with Randy Orton, this RK Bro thing. Oh, he liked it.
You know what? He did answer that, Brian. He really did. He said it wasn't really much of an easy task for him to reunite. But they said it took Randy to reconsider for them to unite and to book a story and to see how long of a tag team it was going to be. It did shock Matt Riddle, but yeah, it did. Well, they were saying personally that Randy's kind of very hard to persuade or hard to please,
Wow.
I don't know if Randy's considered much of a people person. I don't know if anybody has met him or... or if you can read the body language, what kind of a person Randy is, but unless if he's a private guy, who knows? But yeah, they say it's very hard to to persuade him,
Yeah, I think, but I've seen meet and greet videos on YouTube and see some and I heard some fans' experiences on YouTube, like randomly like sharing their experience of how they meet wrestlers, and a lot of them say that Randy Orton is kind of not much of a people person.
it seems like he's not too big on that. You know, I mean, I've been through so many axes, you know, like WWE axes, and it's hard for me to see Randy on a meet and greet to try to, you know, connect to fans. You know, I never seen that. I mean, I never met him in a meet and greet, so I really can't answer that. But by looking at his body language, maybe he's not too big on it. You know. But yeah, Matt said it took them a long time, but then, you know, he considered it. They became a tag team, but it was a tag team storyline with no ending, you know, because everybody was expecting an RKO storyline, you know, like a breakup or something, you know, but it never took place, he says.
Well, yeah, because Randy got hurt. I mean, how can you when he's hurt? So it's kind of different, kind of hard.
I bet you if Riddle would not have got released, I think that the perfect timing would have come that maybe RK Bro would have started a story, you know, like a breakup or something.
Yep.
Yeah. It's pretty sad that he got released. I'm surprised nobody asked him or talked about how he felt about him getting released, you know, under the circumstances.
Yeah. I think everybody was smart enough and everything, unless if they learned from other fans. Like between the Sasha Banks thing, when the fan asked him, "Did you got released because of WWE?" or, you know, things like that. I don't know. It seems some kind of. Do you think it's kind of very delicate to ask those kind of questions, Brian and Miguel?
Not really.
When you want to approach those talents?
Not really, because I mean, in my opinion, I would have asked Matt Riddle. You know, when you found out that you were getting released by WWE, how did it feel? I mean, it's just a common question. It's not. It's just something that, you know, I would have asked him. I would have asked Matt Riddle, how did it feel to, you know, find out that you were being released from WWE? And I'm sure he would have answered it, you know.
I mean, I did ask. I did ask Gangrel when I met him. I did ask him why did he leave WWE, and he told me that he had a neck injury and they decided not. And I also asked. Who else did I ask why they left WWE or TNA? I think I asked Jesse Neal the same thing from TNA. I asked him why he left TNA, and I even asked him would you ever go back to TNA if they ever offer you a contract, and he said no because he didn't like working for TNA. And so I don't know. I mean,
it feels like it goes both ways because, I mean, the thing is, whose talent is cool with the questions and who is sensitive about it, you know?
Yeah, because everybody's different.
I mean, because, I mean, it got to a big deal when they asked Sasha Banks, and then Sasha Banks, you know, became very debatable about it, and look what happened, you know?
Yeah, but Sasha Banks, you know, had her reasons, and I get it.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't get defensive about it. I mean, the fact you left, just tell everybody you left because you felt that Vince McMahon wasn't treating you right and didn't give you the kind of attention you thought you were going to get. So, I mean, it's only fair that she could answer it in a fair manner. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know? So,
and I know it takes them some talents like years for them to answer the question why they got released or why did they leave or why did they walk out. I mean, you look at Steve Austin's biography. I think it took him a year or so or maybe 5 years to let everybody know why he walked out and he never showed up to a scheduled show. You know, unless if he was already comfortable to let everybody know. Do you think something like that would happen, Brian?
Oh, but
for us to let everybody know why he left?
It took Ultimate Warrior years to let people know why he left WWF as well. So it's kind of the same with that as well.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to say if the questions are delicate or not, you know, with these talents. You know, why did they get fired 10 years ago? Why did they get fired 25 years ago or something like that?
It just depends on what you tell them. Like, oh, I heard you got released because of this. If you tell them that, then yeah, they're gonna get sensitive and defensive about it, which is yeah. So like, but if you just ask them why did you leave, I'm pretty sure they won't get angry at you. But if you tell them, oh, I heard you got released because of this reason, then yeah, they are gonna. So, depending on what you said, then yeah, they are gonna react in a way.
Yeah, because it seems like the Sasha Banks, that's the way it was with that fan, the way how you said it earlier, that he said, oh, you love WWE because Vince McMahon this and that, and then it's like, and then she just responded and say, oh, is that what you heard? Is that what you know? Is that what you know? You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it how the way, you know, you say it depends how you ask the questions to these to these talents. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I think that Mustafa Ali is going to be very interesting tomorrow. Anybody that's going to go and see Mustafa Ali tomorrow, you know.
Yeah, I wish that could go, but
yeah,
that guy was a job.
Yeah.
I would never want to meet him.
Yeah, I think this might be his only meet and greet, you know, because I think he's going to, for sure, I think he'll be signing in for New Japan, you know.
I mean, New Japan would be a good fit for him, honestly. He's a high flyer.
Oh, yeah.
Even Mexico can be a good fit for him.
Oh, even in Mexico, too, because you know how cruiserweights are big in those kind of organizations, you know.
Yes, they are.
I mean, they'll get him for open arms right there. I mean, look at Ziggler's debut at TNA, man.
Oh, I was watching TNA Thursday. Bro, I'm excited that TNA is back. Not Impact Wrestling, because I hated the name. Impact Wrestling. TNA is back, baby.
And you know that TNA is building and planting the seeds little by little to get established, and hopefully sponsors can at least endorse them or support them right now.
Yeah.
But they are being honest. They really don't want to contract a lot of people because every talent would want a higher pay, like WWE or AEW would give it to them, you know.
Yeah.
So at least, you know, Scott D'Amore has been very straight out with people and shit. Hey, dude, I'm not a $1 billion company, man. I can't pay you this. But if you want to consider it, fine. If not, then, you know, it is what it is, you know.
Yep. And Deonna Purrazzo is now at AEW. She was in Impact for a good minute, and I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, she really.
And her check in AEW is way bigger than the ones in Impact or TNA.
Oh yeah, but you know her husband's very over at TNA and Impact. You know, Steve Cutler from the Forgotten Sons.
Yeah,
I mean that conflict with him and Ziggler is gonna be good because now in this past, you know, TNA, they already built a story already.
He mentioned Dolph Ziggler in that promo.
Yeah, dude. That's a storyline between Steve Cutler and Ziggler right there, dude.
That was great. And then once that guy said that, I was like, yeah, I like this guy. I'm a fan of him.
Yeah. You know, you're going to love Steve Cutler, dude.
Yeah, he's
that was the day I met him at the meet and greet pandemic, along him and Purrazzo at that time, you know.
Yeah, but the product...
It was a difficult meet and greet, that one.
Yeah, but the product right now is Moose. TNA's top star right now is Moose.
Him and Ziggler, I think, is going to be very good in the future for them.
Yeah, I know, and I won't be mad if Ziggler beats Moose for the belt.
Yeah. But they got to build a story, man. I just don't want Ziggler just to get in there and say, oh, yeah, you're coming from WWE. And
yeah.
That was the promo that Steve Cutler pulled on Ziggler right there. You know?
Yeah, he did.
He's going to say, you're going to come here, you're going to win a championship, you're going to be established, you're going to call you back, and you're going to go back, and you're going to leave.
Yeah.
So those kind of storylines become pretty good when they say that, you know,
then he mentioned
to any
Dolph Ziggler.
guy.
He mentioned Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. So yeah, the promo was good for Steve Cutler, man. You know.
And the whole show, the first part of the show started all with the X Division wrestlers. There's some that I knew from AAA, like El Hijo de Vikingo and Laredo Kid.
Yeah.
Bro, El Hijo de Vikingo is the best high flyer in the world right now.
Oh yes. Amazing, man. I mean,
he's the AAA mega.
When it comes to AAA,
yeah,
MLW, they have lots of good cruiserweights out there. You know.
Yeah, and
I'm glad most of those guys are not really AEW full-time people, dude. You know, really.
No, and I really hope that TNA grows, and I hope Scott D'Amore is smart enough to make the wrestlers travel. Like, don't just stay in one location in Memphis, Tennessee, or Nashville, wherever their impact zone is at. Mm-hmm. Don't stay there for every once. Don't stay there all the time. Go travel places. Get the product out there. That's the problem with TNA. They don't get their products out there. They always had to stay in one location to do a show. Back then it was in Orlando. Now it's in Tennessee. So start going to places, Scott.
Yeah. Yeah. Go to home Canada. I know you went there in your hometown. Promote it. Or UK, because I know UK's it could be a break, you know.
Yeah. Well, TNA did used to go to UK for a little bit back in the day, but they didn't go to as often. So yeah.
Yeah, like I said, you're right. Scott D'Amore needs to get out more to promote his company and be introduced around a bit, you know, and sell more merch to, you know, to make the money wise out there. You know.
And I'm gonna buy that T-shirt, TNA Wrestling.
You are a TNA soldier, like they say in the past. TNA soldier.
Yes, sir.
You know?
And I loved TNA back in the day, but I stopped watching it like around 2014, and then picked it back up in 2018, then left it again in 2020, and now I'm picking it back up again now that they brought back TNA.
Yeah, it's good that it's resurrected, you know.
Yeah, because
very good at it. Miguel, you didn't have a chance to see the Iron Claw, right? Because I know Brian and myself did. How about you?
No, I haven't, and I need. I was thinking about going to see it when I go to the Tatanka meet and greet.
Yeah. Oh man, you're gonna enjoy yourself on that, and you know, it's gonna be something for you to definitely watch. You know. Now, speaking of a Barneric, did you ever get the opportunity to see a Kerry Barneric versus Mr. Perfect in the SummerSlam? Do you have any SummerSlam files that you got the chance?
Yes, it was for the Intercontinental Champion. Yes, I remember that.
Correct. Yeah. There was a biography with Jim Ross that I saw for the Barneric's biography. And JR said that the reason they pushed Kerry Barneric when he made his debut in WWE...
He looked at like Ultimate Warrior, that's why.
Vince McMahon had a hard-on on him. Vince McMahon had a hard-on on him. Don't be surprised, because he saw the physique, the look, the height, and everything. So he felt like after Hulk Hogan's contract was expiring, this was going to be an opportunity to put Kerry Barneric as the face of the company.
And he's the Texas.
And they say, JR said that they accelerated it because at that time, Kerry Barneric was 37 years old. So they needed to speed up the process to try to push Barneric out.
Yeah.
I mean, late, but they wanted to try to find a certain way before he reached his 40s, you know?
Yeah.
So they say that's why Kerry Barneric's push was very, very quick at WWF, you know?
Yeah, it was. And he
not
wasn't
because
there.
only Vince McMahon had a hard on him, you know?
Yeah, he wasn't there in the WWF for long. I think he was only there for
it was. And as far as he made it was just the mid-card, and that's it, you know?
Yeah, but again, WWE has been around for 50 years, and they had more than 1,000 wrestlers, and only 53 or 54 of them has ever been WWE champion.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, you know, at that time, the belts had so many importance and so much meanings, and they were defended at proper moments and proper times when you had storylines, you know. Right now, I hate to say it, but these titles are dead from AEW and WWE now. I mean, they're just holding the titles, like, on their shoulder, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, at least Gunther's defending it, you know?
Oh, no. Brian fell asleep.
No, here.
I heard snoring. I heard snoring. I was like, shit.
No, I'm listening. No, I'm listening.
It was a chair move.
Yeah.
It was a concerto, okay?
Oh,
yeah. You see, concerto.
Exactly.
It was a concerto, yeah.
Exactly.
And I want to get you guys' comments on this. Do you guys think Brock Lesnar is going to fight Gunther at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Champion?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think probably Brock Lesnar wouldn't want it. But if it's just going to be for Brock Lesnar of a test of strength to just put him over, I think that's the only thing that I will be down for. And then after that, the match can sell itself, you know.
What do you think?
It's a similarity if you want to see like a Bobby Lashley versus a Brock Lesnar, but no belts involved. You know, the match can sell itself. I don't think necessarily you don't need an Intercontinental Championship shot. That's beneath Brock, you know.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Brian,
what do you think of that match?
What do you think of that?
Do you think that match will sell itself?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But the only thing is with Brock Lesnar is that at this point right now, he really doesn't need to come back to WWE because, first of all, he's not really, showing any type of appearances. I mean, so for me, it's like, don't even come back. Why?
Yeah.
You haven't done anything. So, I mean, at this point, I don't want him in any match, to be honest.
Yeah. It's almost like do you guys necessarily think that Steve Austin should be in a WrestleMania?
No,
I mean, I don't mind if he's hosting and drinking beer and stunnering somebody, but not for a match. What do you guys think about that?
His
name is being brought up.
That what you just said, agreed, and I didn't think he was going to wrestle at that WrestleMania that I went to. But he did.
Yeah.
And I should have went to both nights because I could have witnessed him kicking Kevin Owens' ass, but he didn't. I didn't do that. And he doesn't need to get back in the ring. So people need to stop with this CM Punk versus Stone Cold dream match.
Yeah.
Just let it be a dream match. It doesn't need to happen these days. And people want to see.
Put it on your PlayStation or something,
put it on your
Xbox.
PlayStation, your WWE 2Ks and all that stuff, but don't put it on in real life. I mean, people wanted to see Hulk Hogan versus
really don't need that.
John Cena, but that's not happening.
Yeah, they're both getting OGs anyway. Well, especially Hogan, way too damn freaking old.
Yep.
So that ain't happening, people. An appearance, drink beer, and then stunner somebody like a new guy, like a new heel, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Like he did with Theory, remember?
Mm-hmm.
He stunnered him. He sold a stunner. Maybe spilled milk can get stunner, something like that. Stunner them.
And I'm pretty sure Christian would pay to see Stone Cold stunner both guys from Pretty Deadly.
Oh, so would Brian. Brian would love his two putos to get the stunner.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Tell me you would enjoy that, Brian. Stunner them,
Yeah.
Damn right. I would love that. Stunner.
That's what I want to see Steve to do,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I want Steve to do. Stunner those guys, Or Grayson, for that matter, because you know how much Grayson's been, like, really getting attitude adjustment and rock bottom. So maybe he might get stunner at this WrestleMania,
And what you call?
I mean, I don't know if they're. Okay, Brian Miguel, do you think they're doing it to try to put Grayson over just to get stunner, attitude adjustment, anything like that? I mean, what do you think of that situation with him?
I mean, there's people that has been stunnered before and still got over and became famous. Like, for example, I think Randy Orton got stunnered by The Rock. No, got rock bottom by The Rock one time. And he got leg dropped by Hulk Hogan and he still got over.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's the way they want to do. Maybe have Steve Austin appear and stunner Grayson,
Yeah.
And have his own talk show at WrestleMania, and then let Steve Austin stunner him there.
Yeah, I don't
mind for Austin to do that, but not a match.
Yeah, not a match. Not like how he had with Kevin.
Don't give him a match. Just let him stunner, drink beer, and go, and then the next match. That's all we're looking for. Here's another one. Okay, here's the question that's been very annoying, and I know probably may be annoying for both of you guys, or maybe you guys have been getting this and it may not surprise you. Is it going to be expected for Roman to break Hulk Hogan's record? Yes or no? Should he break it, or is it never going to happen?
Well, even if he does,
what do you guys think on that?
Even if he breaks it, he's still not a better champion than Hogan. I mean, and just because you had the belt longer than just because you had it longer than anybody doesn't always mean that you're a better champion. One time, Big E and Curtis Axel has a longer Intercontinental title, had the Intercontinental title longer than Mr. Perfect, but that doesn't make them a better Intercontinental champion than Mr. Perfect. I feel that what makes you a great champion is three things. Amount of days you held it, that's one, but like at the same time, that can't be your only thing. Also, the people that you fought against, who you defended it against, depending on all the opponents you had, and your storylines and how your match quality was. It depends. All these four things. That's what it mostly depends on. So even if Roman does beat Hogan's record, he's still not a better champion than Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that is true. Brian, do you think when Hulk Hogan defended the belts at every Saturday's night's main event or WrestleMania, do you think in that part, did it make, as a fan and as a viewer, did it make you very comfortable how the way he defended it at every Saturday night's main event and in every pay-per-view like WrestleMania? How did you felt about that when you watch Hulk Hogan defend his belts?
Don't tell me he fell asleep. Brian, you there?
Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh, did you hear?
Yeah. So how did you felt about that, Brian?
About what?
Okay. As a fan, you more that you've seen WWF, and then we follow the Hulkamania era. Okay. Would you at least more agreeable and comfortable how the way Hulk Hogan defended the belts from every Saturday's night's main event and WrestleMania pay-per-views, which there wasn't a lot of pay-per-views, but were you at least more comfortable watching Hulk Hogan defending those belts on those necessary events with storylines and self-defense, and title defense, comparing to now? Yep. Because you don't see it, at this time you don't see it like that. Or do you think that Roman is trying too hard to try to do it like a Hulk Hogan, defend it when you think it's right to defend it?
Well, you can't really...
Do you see any difference between Hulk Hogan and Roman defending those titles at those occasions?
Well, here's the thing. When you talk about Hulk Hogan, you're thinking main eventer, a guy who's going to main event just about every pay-per-view that he's in. Mm-hmm. So it's bound to happen regardless of where Hogan goes. You're just going to know that he's going to main event every type of pay-per-view, and that he's going to be on, every type of programming, depending on where he has to go or where he is. So
he even main evented a WrestleMania even without a WWE champion. Remember WrestleMania 8?
WrestleMania 4. 8, yes.
WrestleMania 8, him and Sid Vicious.
And remember WrestleMania 4?
Yeah, WrestleMania 4 was against Andre the Giant.
I remember that too.
And WrestleMania 8, the WWE champion match was Randy Savage and Ric Flair, but you look who still got the main event. Hogan did.
Yeah, that is true. Now, the question is this, Brian. Was Saturday's night's main event was considered more like a pay-per-view event, or was it considered more like a go-home show for the pay-per-view? When we always watch every Saturday night's main event, maybe like once every 2 other months or something like that. What did Saturday's night main event meant to you when you saw it on those Saturdays?
I mean, for me, it was pure entertainment. I loved it. Okay.
But it wasn't like a go-home show, right? I mean, the way people are calling it now,
Well, but the thing is, you're talking about a show that was irrelevant back then versus now. A show that was on Channel 4 that was televised. Yes. Now it's not even televised. And back then there was more meaning to it versus there is now. So that's what you have to look at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because I loved Saturday Night's Main Event.
Yeah, go ahead.
I loved Saturday Night's Main Event when it was televised, when it was on television, when there was storylines created, when they had some meaning. That was legit.
Yeah, it is true. And then I know I used to be up all night and try to stay awake, making sure I didn't sleep of watching Saturday's night main event. That's what I used to do. I would let my family go to sleep, and I stay up and turn on Saturday's night main event. You watch the 11 o'clock news, then you watch Saturday night main event whenever they're scheduled on,
Right. So
I guess it started late for you. For you guys, because you guys are in Cali.
Yeah. Well, NBC's everywhere, so depending on the time zone, Mm-hmm. I mean, right here in LA, it was always 11:30, right, Brian?
Yeah, it was.
Hey, what's up, Cristiano?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, Chris?
Hey, what's going on, man?
We thought you were
Best of luck of you with Buffalo Bills. Hopefully you guys can beat the WWE champions tomorrow.
I don't think.
Yeah, because right now we're carving all the snow right now voluntarily. So, believe me, no team wants to go to Ocho Park right now with the whole snow blizzard. You know,
because not a lot of teams can take
cold,
it.
You know,
not a lot of teams can take it.
San Francisco don't want to go there. Believe me.
Oh
no, I bet you. I think none of us, you know. But yeah, best of luck tomorrow, man. You know, hopefully
Patrick and Josh are gonna give themselves a game. I will say that, man.
But is the game
again? You know, but that's gonna be a hell of a game.
But is the game gonna be at home or?
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it.
It's Buffalo.
No, it's gonna be in Buffalo.
This is Patrick's first. This is Patrick's first road game in his career playoff.
That is true.
Yeah.
So yep.
Yeah,
so anyway, Chris.
Did you go ahead.
Yeah. Were you at the meet and greet earlier, Chris, or no?
No, I didn't go today.
Oh, okay.
I didn't go today. I heard it was really awesome. Unfortunately, I had to work, so I couldn't go. But Ricardo, my friend, my coworker, got me an autograph of Matt Riddle.
Yeah. It was pretty crowded. It had a lot of people on it, you know. So I think a lot of people just wanted to take a chance. When is he coming back for another meet and greet or something? So it's probably like a one-time thing, you know. But unfortunately, you know, the Wrestling Guy store had like stipulations of safety restrictions and the things that Brian and I were talking about earlier. So nothing's changed, Chris. Nothing's changed.
You know what's funny? That Wrestling Guy store got him, but not Jimmy. Jimmy could have got him because he has no problems with restrictions, you know.
Yeah.
He has no problems at all with the restrictions.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is, you know. I mean, Wrestling Guy store got him. I mean, it turned out good, but yeah, I mean, honestly, ever since that incident that happened with Andrade. That's when the whole thing changed Wrestling Guy store with the guys and being more strict.
Yeah.
If you think about it, you know? Because ever since the Andrade sighting, the cops showed up and all that, it's like, yeah, that screwed everything up right there, you know? And it changed a lot.
But why did the cops show up?
And then it canceled your Iconics. And it canceled the Iconics, remember,
It canceled the Iconics, yes. We were supposed to get the Iconics. And as of now, we still haven't got them yet.
And
yeah, I'm saying we'll never get them now.
But what happened? Like, why did the cops come?
Because of the COVID crap.
They complained.
COVID was still going on. The fucking neighbors, you know, made a big deal, you know, because everybody was, you know, all together, not social distancing, not wearing masks and all that bull crap.
Oh.
When the COVID season was on, you know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So, you know, the Wrestling Guy store had to go to City Hall, to court, and all this other bullshit for permits, approval, and, you know, the Wrestling Guy store even had to politic their way in to defend their business and all that bullshit that City Hall definitely will give you, you know, when you're running a business and shit. So,
yeah.
Pretty bullshit, you know.
Yeah, and it sucks that you guys didn't get the Iconics, but I met them in Dallas.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing you did, you know.
Good thing you did, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a funny thing that I want to ask all three of you. You know, at the WrestleCon, they have scheduled Doink and Dink. Okay, am I mistaken? Are they both dead or alive, man?
Because they're both alive. It's just that.
Who am I gonna see?
Hold on. It's just that the original Doink was the one that died was Matt Osborne. That was the one that died, and that was the heel Doink. And then he got fired from the WWF for smoking marijuana at the hotels, and and then they replaced him with and they turned the character babyface, and they replaced him with Rey Apollo. The Rey Apollo Doink the Clown is gonna be at WrestleCon along with Dink. That's what happened. Yeah.
Wow, I thought Dink passed away a long time ago.
Nope, he's
I
still
know
alive.
about that. Yeah, that is weird. You know.
I recently saw an interview of them on YouTube. That's on a podcast from New York because Rey Apollo is from New York, and Dink is from Canada.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's a Canadian.
Well, there's a Rougeau reunion there. I'll say that. You know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Raymond lives in Montreal, so here's the thing. they say that the wrestling guys during JWO have a hard time trying to get the talents that live in Canada or UK and Japan due to the expenses of the flight.
Yeah.
But if they lived in Orlando or Arizona, they say they're a lot economical to bring them around. But if they're out of the United States, it's a whole different issue, they say.
Yeah, and probably only WrestleCon is your best bet of getting them.
Yeah, that's the far as you're going to get them. Because I think JWO succeeded with the Mountie because the Mountie lives in Orlando now. So
really? He lives in Orlando?
You know, that's it. Yeah, he moved to Orlando. He's got a house in Orlando besides in Canada.
Oh, okay.
He moved to Orlando. That's why they easily got him, you know.
Well, I hope...
Except his brother, you know.
I hope Hogan's Beach Shop brings him in because Hogan's Beach Shop sometimes do meet and greets, and I hope they bring him in. One time Hogan's Beach Shop got Tugboat and who else did they get? Hogan's Beach Shop got Tugboat, Ted DiBiase, and Lanny Poffo.
Yeah.
And I hope they get...
hopefully, hopefully the Mountie goes there, you know.
I'll let him sign my Intercontinental
He's cool with
champion.
Hogan, so never have... Yeah. So now I can understand the realization why you cannot get Canadian talents or UK talents around, you know. Yeah. Like, for example, you can't get Pac because they say he lives in the UK, you know, Neville.
Oh.
You know, I asked about if you can get Neville to a meet and greet. No, he lives in the UK, so...
Brian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're just making sure you're still awake.
Okay, no, we're still talking, yeah. Don't worry.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Hey, would you want to meet Dink the Clown, Brian, at WrestleCon in Philadelphia?
Yeah, you want to meet Dink?
Of course. Dink, I want to meet Dink. Of course.
Hey, Jose, I know probably Brian might remember this. Remember the King's Court? The King's Court. He brought out Dink the
King's
Clown.
Court, yeah.
He brought Dink the Clown was the guest, and remember when Doink comes out and throws pie at Dink, whipped cream and all that stuff, and it was Jeff Jarrett. You guys remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that one.
That was
that was entertainment at that time, man. Really.
Everyone
hilarious entertainment. It's
everyone thought that it was the real Doink, and I ain't gonna lie, Doink the Clown and Jeff Jarrett feud was kind of cringe.
True. Here's a question for all of you guys. How did you guys felt when Tony Khan got too engaged with Jinder Mahal's internet, and what do you guys say to Tony Khan? Do you guys just say, stay away from the internet? How do you guys felt about that when all that news went viral?
Simple. Stay away from WWE. Worry about your company. Worry about what you need to do for your company to improve, because your company is going down the hill right now at the moment, and WWE is on fire. And plus, I won't be talking shit about, Ginger My Balls, about him having a title shot, If you do a lot of bull crap in AEW, that makes no sense, putting these type of matches. So it's like, worry about yourself and leave it alone, what we're doing.
What do you think of that, Jose? Ginger My Balls.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was going to be called The Modern Day Failure Raha.
The modern day Failure Raha. What the
That's the way you want to call it. The modern day Failure Raha.
Yeah.
Ginger My Ball.
Ginger My Balls.
Now the question is,
honestly, dude, honestly, and the whole reason you did the hook versus Samoa Joe is just for the same shit, but
they don't have a story. I don't understand that part.
Yeah.
There's no story. I mean, nothing against Hook, but there's no story, guys. I mean, at least Jinder and Seth Rollins knew each other from the NXT and maybe of a little story. But then the question that's more puzzling, was it necessary to have a Jinder Mahal versus Seth Rollins? I mean, what's your take on that, guys?
I mean, Jinder Mahal is more advanced than Hook. And when it comes to being over with wrestling fans, and it comes to him as a performer, as his character, as a face, and not as a face, but I'm saying like as his character as a mic, his mic work and all that. Because Jinder Mahal can talk, and Jinder Mahal can get fans to boo him. Hook, he's just a scrawny little guy and just doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I'm just Taz's son.
Yes.
That's all.
And what's funny about what's funny about this with Tony Khan is like, okay, you know, here's the thing that tripped me out, you know, and it got me laughing. It's like, you're gonna do a commercial free for a main event of Samoa Joe and a hug, you know, so there will be no interruptions. But when you make the blood and guts, aka War Games, you know, on Dynamite, you don't get that shit commercial free. But you'll do it for this one. For what? For what particular reason? Just to get views? Yeah, you got okay. I mean, yeah, you got views. You know, I mean, your viewers were not that bad, but still, you know, it's like, you know, all this for what? You know. And of course we knew that. You know, Hook and Ginger My Balls, they're going to lose. They're not going to win the belt, you know. Obviously. Yeah. So what was the whole big scene point about it, you know, about this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it was just too soon to book Seth and Rollin for a title shot? Couldn't it wait in some pay-per-view for later or something?
For
I don't think you definitely didn't want to do it too soon, right?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Like we talked about earlier about the rock bottom on Austin Theory and all that. It kind of got gender over like how it did with Austin Theory. But go ahead, Christian.
Yeah. Was it too soon, Chris? Yes or no? I mean, I just feel like it shouldn't have taken place now. You know, I mean, unless if you're giving it a squash match and then turning Gender to a jobber, which is not coincidence. That's gonna happen to him anyway.
Or maybe not.
But like I say, we know Ginger more than any. We know Ginger from the past.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He was a former
3-man band, everything.
He was a former WWE champion. He beat Randy Orton, which, you know, that threw the shit out of everybody. Got everybody pissed. I remember that moment, you know.
Yeah, a Punjabi prison match. Stupid ass match.
Wait, hold on. That match wasn't stupid. I love those Punjabi prison matches. It's the Great Khali's creation.
I enjoyed it, even though Ginger My Ball retained, but...
Remember that one that,
you know?
I think it was Armageddon 2006 or 2007? Remember when Batista and Great Khali fought in the Punjabi prison match? That was a good match.
I thought it was Undertaker.
I thought it was Undertaker and the Big Show for that Punjabi, right?
I thought it was Undertaker. Yeah, there you go.
Undertaker and Big Show did fight.
Because I heard that Khali canceled out.
Well, they did do a Undertaker versus Big Show in a Punjabi prison match. That yes, they did. That did happen. But they also did Batista and Great Khali. That's the one where Batista climbed up the cage and he jumped on the other side of the cage to win the match.
What year was that, Miguel?
I think I was around 2007.
Yeah, what year was it?
Or maybe the.
Oh shit! I gotta have to look into that one.
Shit,
I thought it was the second Punjabi match, right?
Batista.
That was two of them.
Yeah, it was Batista and Great Khali in the Punjabi prison match.
Third, right?
The third one is Ginger My Balls and Randy Orton at, can't remember what pay-per-view it was. It was not too long ago.
Third. Oh, wow.
Let me see.
I never knew there was a second one just like that. I thought it was more like Big Show and the Undertaker. Which, I mean, it could have been Khali in that, but we know the story.
I mean, that was Khali's creation.
Wow, yeah.
Bro, let me see. Let me search it up.
That's why he made an appearance to interfere.
Yes.
WWE No Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, guys, hold on. It was at No Mercy, October 7th, 2007.
That's it. Yep, that's the one I was talking about. Wow. I know I said Armageddon, but I couldn't remember exactly which pay-per-view it was. But yeah.
Oh, so it was a No Mercy pay-per-view. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yes, and that Undertaker and Big Show, that might have happened at Armageddon.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you guys think that the Seth Rollins situation might be in a limbo? Is his injury legit or what? I mean, what you guys heard so far? I haven't really been around.
His injury is legit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Legit.
What is it, ACL thing or what's this deal?
No, MCL.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's not ACL. If it was ACL, he's gone. Forget it. He's gone. Right? It's an MCL that he has right now. They still don't know if he's gonna need surgery. Hopefully not. Hopefully that he could be out for a couple weeks, you know, which he'll still have him for WrestleMania. But in case, if he does need surgery for some reason, then unfortunately he's going to be out for WrestleMania, and he might strip out of the belt. But we'll find out because I know he's going to talk about it Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, and I hope Damian Priest cashes on him before he relinquishes it, before he talks on the mic and all. And what you call Brian? Brian.
Well, you have to understand. Yeah, you have to understand that the briefcase is valid for both belts, not only for Raw. I mean, even for Roman's belt too. So.
That is true, but I don't think WWE is gonna let.
I don't think Damian wants to go all the way down to SmackDown.
Yeah, and I don't think WWE.
I mean, just to tease the title a bit, tease the briefcase a bit. I mean, that's one thing that Damian Priest is failing to do. He's not teasing a bit, you know.
Yeah. Brian.
I just don't see the briefcase giving so much story right now.
Nope.
That I think I should feel that maybe Money in the Bank should be back at a WrestleMania.
Yeah,
I don't think it needs
agree.
a pay-per-view.
It should be back on a WrestleMania. I never liked the idea of having it as a pay-per-view. I liked it better as a what you call as a show at WrestleMania.
WrestleMania event.
I wouldn't mind it being at SummerSlam. If they ever were to go with that, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, SummerSlam is fine.
SummerSlam, yeah.
No, the question is, do you think Elimination Chamber needed its own pay-per-view?
No.
Because remember, it started in the Survivor Series.
Yeah,
and then they moved to SummerSlam.
Yeah, and then after that, it became No Way Out.
And then they got moved to SummerSlam.
And then it became No Way Out,
Yeah.
but No Way Out sounds better than Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know. Well, it seems like Triple H is kind of working the whole thing well, and he's probably stuck what he asked, but I'm sure that for whatever he's doing, he's just like, you know, planting the seeds and building it all over again, you know, to make it right. Because, I mean, War Games and Survivor Series has been pretty interesting. He's made it, you know, he's made it very watchable, you know.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Brian fell asleep.
He knocked out.
Brian.
Damn, Brian Pillman.
He knocked out.
It's just, I don't want him snoring on this live stream. That's what it is.
Oh, wow.
Brian.
Do you guys want to give him the claw?
Give him the claw. Honestly.
Give him the iron claw.
Let me be honest.
Chris.
Hey, guys, I need to be honest about that move. It doesn't hurt.
What?
Ever notice that?
What, somebody try the claw on you?
I even let my cousin try the claw on me. It's just so easy to get out of. Look. Oh, God, I'm in the claw hole. And I can just do this. Dude, no.
Oh, wow.
No disrespect to the Von Erichs. Rest in peace to all of them, but that move does not look effective. I even let my own cousin did it on my face, my arm, or wherever body part. It's so easy to get out of. Just do this. Wrestling is all about believability.
I hate to say it, but Jay Hager kind of sold it. I mean, if you saw Dynamite,
no, I did not.
Jay Hager sold it, dude.
I haven't watched Dynamite in a long.
The Bernerics are not AEW officially. They're more MLW guys. So
yeah, the sons of
I hope the Bernerics don't consider the both for Tony Khan.
Yeah, but I really hope the Von Erichs the brothers get offered in WWE because their father is in the Hall of Fame along with their uncles. Yeah, so it kind of makes sense. So why not put them in the WWE?
Yeah, start them in NXT.
Yeah,
be an established tag team, and you know, and that's it. Yeah. So I hope Triple H talks to Kevin Barnerick and sits down with him, you know.
Yeah. And
because I think this is a good opportunity for Triple H to do, is to sit down, have meetings, and talk to these people. Hey, say, hey, I'm working, I'm in charge. Vince is no longer there. My father-in-law's not there. Mm-hmm. I hope, you know, let's work together, you know.
Well, he's there. All he's doing is just watching.
Yeah, he's just watching. Yeah. He's getting paid, you know.
Yeah, and what you call if WWE signs MJF and Okada, do not send them to NXT. They're too good for NXT.
Who's saying that MJF is gonna go to NXT? We're gonna send him straight. He's automatic to the main roster if that happens.
Oh, true, but
we'll see. We'll see. If he does show up at the Rumble, then that means that he's officially with us. If not, then you know that he's staying with them with AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think what the Rumble should do right now, it should continue to capitalize to give surprises, not to spoil anything, because the Royal Rumble has always been a surprising event that who was going to make the appearance or not. We're not spoiling it.
I heard X-Pac is going to make an appearance there. He's going to be in his last Royal Rumble match.
Why don't you invite Tatanka? He's close to home. At least invite him.
Well, they just... Remember they brought him back for WrestleMania 32 in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal?
Yeah. He didn't win the trophy. I mean, at least the trophy is only just for you to win the trophy. It should not mean for a title shot or anything. I mean, if you're not giving that event any meaning, you know.
Agreed, yeah.
Just don't put Andre the Giant in the SmackDown event, because then that's
stupid.
messed up. That's stupid. You're giving away a match right there, idiots.
And another reason why I want it to be at WrestleMania is because I want all the wrestlers that work their asses off get at least a spot at WrestleMania. Because back in the day, not a lot of people on the roster got a WrestleMania spot, you know?
Yeah, so Triple H, please put Andre the Giant back at a WrestleMania. Don't put it on SmackDown.
You hear it live and recorded on MTG Gaming, Triple H. And you also need to put the Women's Battle Royal. Remember they named it after the Fabulous Moolah, but they had to take that off because Fabulous Moolah is too controversial. Brian.
I'm only going to be like at a year anniversary that I haven't been doing no meet and greets at all.
You think you might attend Victor's meet and greet in case if he plans some, probably in September, I think? You might attend that one? I mean, I don't know who's he gonna invite, but, you know.
Well, I mean, hearing rumors that he might be an Edge.
Oh, that's going to cost a lot. Remember, like he did the Hardys and Keith Lee and all those guys?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be crowded. I wonder we'll see how much Adam Copeland's gonna ask for a meet and greet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I work tomorrow. I mean, I work tomorrow, and unfortunately, I won't be there.
Well, the one that I'm not gonna be available.
The one that I mean, if I wanted to go so badly, it would have been Matt Riddle, but unfortunately, I didn't request a day off because I have the Royal Rumble coming up, and I requested the weekend off for that. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, I had to choose a Rumble or meet and greet. I'm like, nope, I need the Rumble off.
Well, I'm not gonna be available to go see Top Dollar. I'm not interested in him.
Me neither. Jobber.
He's a jobber.
Couldn't get over in the audience. I'll be back. I ain't got to use the bathroom.
Here's the thing, Chris. Do you think it was a good idea inviting him? Do you think it was a good idea inviting him? Yes or no?
I mean, no.
I don't think so. I don't know. I just have mixed feelings of them inviting him. I mean, I feel for Jimmy in this one. Good luck to see how much he's going to make it out there with how many fans are going to go see him.
Exactly.
I mean, I saw BFAP and I saw Isaiah Swore, but no Top Dollar, dude. You know?
Isaiah Swerve.
What do you think of his push, man? Because he is getting a push right now. I think TK wants to put him as the first black AEW champion, so I hope he lives up to that shit with him, you know.
I'm okay with it. I mean, as long as you guys push Swerve really well. I mean, the fans like him. I gotta like the fans.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's very over, dude. His theme song, everything.
He's over. His theme song. Well, back about I can't even sing a song, but yeah, but. You know, I like the little guy dancing.
Yep, gotta love that. I mean, I don't know. I just hope he gets a break, dude. If TK is very serious about Isaiah Sword, please help him out, man. Put him in something.
I mean, push him. You know, I don't mind. I mean, that's good. At least he's doing something in AEW. I mean, it kind of, it sucks that fucking, you know, when they let him go.
Yeah.
They let him go. That kind of sucks, and then he went to AEW, and boom, look where he's at right now, and that's good for him, I mean, I'm happy for him,
Yeah. Did you see Isaiah Swerve in the Wrestling Guy store, Chris? Did you get a chance to meet up with him?
No, I've never met him.
Oh, I thought you had the chance. I thought you were there that day when you went to go see him along with everyone, like Daniel and everybody else.
No, I wasn't there for him. Not even for
He was pretty cool. Yeah. B-Fab, I was there for her. She was pretty crowded, too.
Not even for B-Fab. No, B-Fab wasn't there. I wasn't there for her Swerve.
Yeah, Ace was there. I know he was probably one of the first ones.
Yeah. Drunk Diesel, he was there.
All right, I'm back, guys.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, so the thing is, I'm not gonna see Top Dollar. I already seen B-Fab and Isaiah Swerve, but no Top Dollar.
Why not? Why not? Top Dollar is an amazing wrestler. No, he's not. I'm just playing.
Well, I don't know what TNA's gonna do with him, man. So they better find something for him.
Remember the Cheez-It champion? That was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be very interesting. Wow. And another thing here's another what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen to the tag team division, man? Are we gonna have Judgment Day lose it right away, or what, man?
They should have just separated. I have no idea what these
tag teams are fighting for.
They should have just separated the titles since the draft. They should have done that. I don't understand. Why did you not separate the titles in the draft? Go ahead,
I don't get it.
In my opinion, the tag belts should be either two things. Either fucking combine them, combine the tag belts, into one, just like the way you did with the Universal belt.
The women. Yeah.
The women. Yeah, the women too. The women. Yeah. Well, see, here's my opinion.
Katana and Kaden, they're going from Raw to SmackDown. So, like you said, unify the belts. Might as well unify them.
I mean,
time out a second.
At the same time.
Time out. Hold on. Time out. The ref's calling you time out. Here, okay. In my opinion, they unified the tag belts, but I think in my opinion that was a dumb move what they did. Because you have a lot of women talent in NXT right now, and you're using them right now at the moment. So I don't understand why you guys decided to get rid of those belts, in NXT.
Yeah, it didn't need to.
It didn't need to. In my opinion, it didn't need to. Because okay. So this is just me. You unify the belts, the tag women's belts, right? Aren't they supposed to be going to NXT too? To defend them at least.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a tag team division in NXT, might as well go there as well. I mean, the belt should be valid for that.
Yeah.
All three brands right there.
Well, because you decided to get rid of them, and it makes it did not make no sense for you. Why did you get rid of the belts? And first of all, when you did the draft, you drafted Alpha Fire with her tag team partner with the belt already.
Yep.
So that didn't really make no sense. You should have just dropped the belt, not unify them. Who's done my deal with
what
that?
Happened. Yeah, then look what happened. Unbelievable.
And
so like I said, in NXT you have a lot of women, right now, talented that they're wrestling. You do have, tag team, because you're using them, but still, why would you do that? That's just my opinion. That shit.
And as far as the SmackDown Raw's tag title, I don't think you should combine them because now they have a good tag team roster now. Them bringing back more people. I mean, you got AOP, you got Gallows and Anderson, but they're not really using them. You got a tag team roster, you're just not using them. You got Alpha Academy, you got Viking Raiders, you got the Putos, Pretty Deadly. You got
the Street Profits.
The Street Profits. You got please help me out here.
New Day is still a tag team.
New Day
is still a tag team.
LWO versus LWO bad, LWO good. That's true.
Yeah. And you also got
who else? The New Day suck.
Yeah, we already said New Day. And who else?
You guys say New Day suck?
You got the
You said
Creed
Mighty
brothers,
Quarters, right?
You got the Creed brothers. You got
Pretty
10.
deadly, yeah.
The Creed brothers,
Yeah,
and you got
yeah.
10. You have 10 tag teams. You don't need to separate the Raw and SmackDown titles. You got 10 tag teams. That's way more enough tag teams that you can do with the roster. You know. So
the tag team division needs to be built. Triple H, do something about the tag team division, man. Start building it. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
build the tag team division.
Yeah,
Like
you should have separated them during the draft when Sammy and Kevin were the tag champions.
Yeah.
That's true.
And you know what? I was thinking that Kevin and Sammy were gonna lose the belts to Los Putos, and I'm like, okay, if they would have won, then you start your tag team division right there.
Well,
spilt milk, and that's it. You know.
I heard the reason why they didn't win is because one of them got hurt.
Damn.
Wait, I don't think
that spilled milk would have been so over, dude.
Yeah, I know. Spilled milk. Or hell, you even got Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne.
Yeah, Pete Dunne is back.
Oh yeah,
no
Pete
more
Dunne's back.
Butch.
Yeah,
no more Butch.
Butch, botch, bitch.
Butch, botch, bitch.
Yeah, like the way he went. Let me at him. Let me at him. Let me at him.
Yeah.
The way Butch was going, let me at him.
Butch. And I even saw him at WrestleMania with the Brawling Brutes and the New Day match at WrestleMania, the one that I saw. That match made no sense, and that match was my bathroom break, and it was only 1 minute and 47 seconds.
Oh yeah. I mean,
well, you had the Usos, but right now you have Drunk Uso on Raw, and you have Jimmy, you know, with the Bloodline, you know.
Yeah. And Jay.
Oh yeah, then Imperium's injured, dude. I mean, Giovanni Vinci is injured.
Yeah, that's true.
Imperium is injured right now with Giovanni Vinci.
Yeah.
And Luke Vic Kaiser.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the champion, Gunther. Giovanni Luke Kaiser is so funny, dude.
I ain't gonna lie.
That is so funny.
Ludwig Kaiser is better on the mic than Gunther.
Damn. Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah.
That name, dude.
Oh man, that's hilarious. That's just funny.
My name is Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah. Ludwig Kaiser.
Damn, dude. Yeah, that's the name. And Giovanni Finji. There you go.
Giovanni Vinci.
Speaking of Gunther, Chris, what do you think of a Brock Lesnar versus Gunther, but with no belts involved? You think that would be good? I mean, because it seems like the match will sell itself. What do you think of a Gunther versus Brock Lesnar with no belts?
But
what?
So what do you think of that?
We're gonna say MTG.
But if that happens, who's Gunther gonna lose the Intercontinental title to, or is he gonna defend the Intercontinental title against Brock and he beats Brock, or how's that gonna work? And what you call it, Brock Lesnar does not need to win the Intercontinental champion. He's too good for that.
Nah.
Yeah.
I
don't
agree.
even think he needs it.
No, he doesn't need it.
No.
You think Hulk Hogan needed the Intercontinental champion? No.
Yes, I would love to see Gunther and Brock, you know, wrestle at WrestleMania. I mean, that'll be a good feud. The only problem is that Brock Lesnar can't throw punches. So how's that gonna work? You're just gonna make him fucking do suplex and all that bullshit? Like, I want you to wrestle. I want you to throw fucking punches, Brock.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise, don't be surprised that he's going to be doing German suplexes.
Yeah, German, F5, belly to belly. That's it.
Yeah. I like the younger Brock where he did more moves than he does now.
Oh yeah, he killed people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean the reason they're not having him throw punches is because he's a UFC fighter.
Yeah, and they think that he's a little too stiff.
And when he killed Randy Orton, Because he almost killed him, you know, by the way he fucking beat him up, you know, fucking made him bloody, you know.
Oh, yeah, I remember
That's his own shit.
Yeah, he took his gloves off.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah, he took his gloves off, remember?
Yeah, you guys remember that?
Yep, I remember that.
And
I
with John
remember that,
Cena too.
SummerSlam.
And with John Cena too, you know, he fucking used his elbow, fucking got him cut open badly.
And he did that to Roman at WrestleMania 34.
Yeah, he did cut Roman too.
He did cut Roman too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was pissed. I was pissed when Brock retained against Roman.
I remember that. But I wanted Roman Reigns to beat Brock Lesnar's ass, and everybody didn't like him as a babyface, but I did at the time. I saw something in Roman at that time. I always been a fan of Roman Reigns.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, everybody hated his babyface.
You know, do you think, okay, when Roman
yeah.
became, you know, when Roman became babyface, do you think Vince McMahon and the bookers pushed Roman too hard to try to put him over? Because every time he would make an appearance, Roman would get booed. You know, do you think the bookers made so many mistakes over pushing him? What do you guys thought before he became heel? Because it took them 6 years to put him heel.
Yeah, that's true. They took him 6 years, and look where he's at right now.
Yeah.
That's the best example. Yeah, I mean, WWE fucking wanted to make him the next John Cena. That's what it was, you know. It was undue respect, you know,
Yeah.
you know, for Roman, you know. Because I love the guy,
Yeah.
you know. I love the guy no matter what. Yes, I mean, I just said it, you know, when the Shield was gonna break, you know, if the Shield broke up, you know, Roman was gonna be one of the top guys in WWE, and he is now. I was right about that part. But in my opinion, you know, I mean, I guess it was too soon, you know, the way WWE wanted to go with Roman. That's why the fans, like, didn't respect Roman, you know, when he was a babyface.
They were booing him. And I told everybody it was never Roman's fault. I told people it was never Roman's fault. You got to blame the bookers, you know.
And not only
No,
that,
I blame the bad creators.
Yeah.
Period.
You know, when there was a match between Roman and Brock Strowman, you cheer for Roman, but I mean, no, you cheer for Strowman, but you didn't cheer for Roman.
Correct.
Then you put Triple H on him, you put The Undertaker on him, you put John Cena on him, and they still boo him. Then you even bring his cousin The Rock, and you boo him with The Rock, and then you bring The Shield, and it's like, damn, WWE, what are you doing? You're trying too much shit on poor Roman, dude.
Yeah.
But I think the pandemic made the change to put him as a heel, to take time off and then come back as a heel.
Roman was the one who decided to fucking take the time off. He didn't want it to work.
Yeah,
and I don't blame him because I don't blame him. Hold on, let me talk. Don't be April. Don't be my African. You know, like to interrupt and all that bull crap. Come on, homie.
Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead and talk.
You're being like my African. I tried to interrupt, you know.
I didn't try to
interrupt him when we're trying to talk. What was I now? See, no, that's your fault because I forgot what the fuck I was saying right now.
Oh,
That's mental.
What you said about taking time off, about the pandemic and then turning heel, yeah.
So that was Roman's decision to take time off from the pandemic. That's why if you think about it, that WrestleMania screwed everything up. You know, and that's why they brought Strowman in to win the Universal belt from
Goldberg.
Because the plan was for Roman to beat Goldberg for the belt. Roman decided to take time off. And I understand why, you know, at that point, because he came out of leukemia. Because he had leukemia when he left. He left for several months. He came back leukemia-free. You got COVID shit going on. So Roman decided, you know, for the sake of him and the family, he's like, I'm not going to come to work. And I think that's where everything, the creators and everybody's like, nah, okay, you know what? He comes back, we're going to fucking make him heel.
Yeah, I was going to say all that, but you set it up perfectly. Good job.
Yeah. And honestly, do you consider that he had a very good feud with his cousin Jey Uso when Jimmy Uso was injured? What do you think of that feud?
Yeah.
Jey Uso and Roman.
Because that's where the whole bloodline started, if you think about it. That's where this whole build-up of Roman, you know, to have Jay, to have Jimmy, be with him on his side, and create a strong faction, which it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Which it worked because they had all the gold.
And they had all the merchandise sales and all that good stuff.
All the merchandise sales, all that stuff. So yes, I mean, in my opinion, yeah, it was a good build-up, to kick it off with Jay, and build up the bloodline and all that stuff. I like it.
Yeah,
and then have the the Hawaiian necklace given to him by the Wild Samoans, by his father and his uncle, That Hell in the Cell ending, I loved it, man.
Yep.
When I saw the Wild Samoans and Roman Reigns, dude.
Yeah, and
I Quit Hell in the Cell, yep.
And Roman Reigns beat 3 Hall of Famers. Rey Mysterio, Edge, and Goldberg.
Yep.
Yep.
And Roman, he it's just that who do you guys think was his worst opponent? My opinion, Cesaro.
His what?
Who is Roman's worst opponent throughout this whole 4 years of holding the WWE Universal Champion?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
My pick is Cesaro.
I don't even remember.
I might agree with you with Cesaro. I don't remember
that jobber.
Or something, yeah.
That jobber should have never been in the main event with my tribal chief. Why did you guys put Cesaro? Or that guy is the most blandest. That guy is the most blandest, boringest wrestler ever. The only time when he's good is when he's paired up with somebody. Like, for example, The Bar. They were a great tag team.
The Bar.
He's only good. He was good.
Very over at The Bar.
He was very over. Yes, they were. They were the best tag team in WWE.
Yes, but him by himself, he sucks. He's a terrible talker, a terrible promo guy. He just was not enough to be much of a star. And all these smart marks thinks that he should have been good all because he's so good in the ring. But no. And I was so glad that Roman Reigns disrespected him throughout the feud. I was like, in your face, you fucking smarks.
Oh, he really dropped it to him, all right. He really did. And now he's with the Blackpool Comeback, and
yep. And another thing I wanted to mention
lost a belt that doesn't mean anything.
What would you guys say Roman's best match was throughout his time as Universal Champion?
Shit, that's a good one.
That's a good one, too.
I would say the one at Brock Lesnar.
Throughout the 4 years?
Yes, throughout the whole 4 years. Which is his best match?
I would have to say Brock Lesnar. Because, remember when Triple H took over at that SummerSlam?
Yeah.
And
Brock
Lesnar did the tractor and everything?
Yeah, that was the...
Oh, yeah,
I
that shit
agree.
was awesome.
I agree.
That was a very good match, and it seems like awesome. Brock and Roman, both of them had a creative freedom between both of them. They did everything they needed to do. And it was cool that at least Triple H allowed it to those two guys have their own creative freedom. That was a very good main event.
Yeah.
With the whole tractor thing and everything, picking up the ring.
Yeah. And one part that didn't make sense was Daniel Bryan being in that match with him and Edge at WrestleMania. That made no sense whatsoever.
I think they turned it into a triple threat because they were saying that Edge was not looking 100% flexible. And they say that he was looking exhausted. It's for the reason why they added Daniel Bryan for that triple threat.
Yeah.
From what I heard, they said that's what happened. Honestly, Edge to take on Drew, but not to go against Roman. Yeah.
And I knew Daniel Bryan wasn't going to beat him, which I'm glad that didn't happen. And there's 2 people I wish he could have...
And then his contract was up anyway.
Yeah, and there's 2 people I wish Roman could have feuded with. But he never did throughout this whole Universal title run. I'm going to give you my reasons why. He should have had
one of them I know already.
The second one was Jeff Hardy. I mean, think about it. Jeff is a legend. It would elevate his status even more as a great champion. And Jeff is going to be a future Hall of Famer, so why not give Jeff Hardy a chance? But you gave fucking Cesaro a chance. And Bobby Lashley never got a chance. And honestly, I would want him to beat Roman instead of Cody.
Yeah, because honestly, Roman has never defeated Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
They never had that feud in 4 years, you know. They could have made that feud, but no. They never did, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it happens sometimes because, I mean, it's kind of sucks that they're putting Bobby Lashley in the back, and it kind of sucks how long it took him for him to face Brock Lesnar. But you see, he faced Brock Lesnar thanks to Roman. Because remember, Roman had COVID, and WWE had no choice to put Bobby Lashley with Brock Lesnar.
And their matches were horrible.
I don't care how much Brock Lesnar hated it, you know.
And their matches were horrible.
Correct me on this. Didn't that match turn out to a disqualification, if I'm mistaken?
One of their matches, yes, and then the second match, Bobby Lashley beat Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, it's I got it right here in the DVD. Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Just right here in this DVD I'm holding.
Oh.
Let me see. Hold on.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit, nice. Oh, that's Roman against Sami.
Sami Zayn, yeah.
Yeah.
I got this at Amoeba. Because Amoeba still sells DVDs.
Yeah, didn't the WWE never got the contract back, and now they can't sell DVDs anymore, or something like that shit?
Not in the U.S. Only
in the UK they can,
what do you call it, outside, like UK, Japan, but not in the U.S.
Well, that's bullshit.
But the only place you can get is in Amoeba Records, and I think Amoeba has a lot of licenses to get a lot of stuff and access, so that would be your only solution to go there. I mean, that's where I got the WrestleMania DVDs, too.
Yeah.
Well, that's bullshit, but oh well.
Oh, well.
It gets crowded. Believe it or not, Chris, Amoeba gets crowded a lot when people go find nostalgic shits and everything, you know? It gets crowded.
Do they sell video
everybody
games
likes
there?
the old school stuff, you know?
Do they sell video games there?
Oh, yeah, too.
Mm-hmm.
So they got Amoeba has everything there. Check their website, you'll see what they have, like merchandise-wise and everything. It's a big page, but look into that, to Amoeba.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cody Rhodes. Don't you just...
Yeah, but... This is going to be an interesting Royal Rumble. I just can't wait for the surprises. And another thing is, Logan Paul's a joke. That's all I got to say.
I agree. I agree.
You don't want to hear Jose's comments about Logan Paul.
And all I got to say that Mr. Perfect that had the United States belt, he's rolling down his grave, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because when John Cena had the United States belt, a beacon of opportunity to a wrestler they introduced to.
Yep. And what you call
you know, Logan Paul made a joke.
Yeah, and it's just that when I was gonna say that Logan, I know you don't like Logan Paul.
I have no problem backing him, Miguel.
I don't like him either, but it's just that they're doing it. You gotta understand, they do it on business. They don't do it on fee. They do business based on business.
Yeah,
not
because that was a Vince McMahon call.
Yeah, but in this situation, I mean, Vince is no longer there anymore. So you think that was Triple H idea?
No, it's not a Triple H idea. You should know Triple H better than that.
Well, that is true.
I mean, I'm not a Triple H guy, but I know Triple H better for business.
So that was TK then?
It was more TK and Vince, yeah. But it's not a Triple H thing.
But
I may disagree with Triple H, but you know him so well on that.
Oh, okay.
But do you think that...
You gotta know him well, dude.
Do you think that Vince is actually pitching ideas to Triple H? Because he is there backstage.
They're talking, yeah. He's in Gorilla, you know.
Yeah. He's in Gorilla position.
Yep, he's in Gorilla, so, you know, I tell people Vince McMahon is not gone, you know.
And he never will be.
He's still liquidating, you know, property, WWE stuff, you know, and making all the money and shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, Triple H has to call the shots, you know, when it comes to booking.
Mm-hmm. But
and TK, I mean no, Nick Khan, it has the budget, the hiring, and the releasing. So Nick Khan, man, is the one that has to do all the money stuff, you know.
Yep, absolutely. And
I feel like Nick Khan is gonna probably take over everything, man. He looks like this one of the smartest a-holes I've seen in that business, man.
yeah.
I don't know. There's something suspicious about that guy, dude. He's very creepy.
Yep.
So you guys gotta watch it with Nick Khan, man.
Nick.
That's what I call him.
Nick Khan.
Nick Khan, man. There you go. No relation to Tony Khan, you know.
Yeah. And I think at the Royal Rumble, The Rock is gonna come out, and we're gonna find out if it's gonna happen at WrestleMania or Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Well, on Monday, we're going to see what Seth Rollins says. So this is going to be pretty interesting, you know, with the updates and everything. So, you know, this is going to be pretty interesting right now with all this booking and whatever's going to happen, you know. So, and as far as the Royal Rumble, they should stick to their surprises, and we'll see who shows up and who doesn't, you know. And if I'm TK, you know what? I'm sorry about your Jaguars being defeated by my team that defeated Miami.
Yeah.
We wouldn't defeat Miami, his team would have been alive, but we were not going to let it happen. Yeah. They kicked our ass in the UK anyway.
But do you think that Rock and Roman's going to be at WrestleMania or Elimination Chamber?
I was thinking, you know, more Elimination Chamber because I heard the government of Australia was giving a lot of money to Dwayne to see if he can put up a show. But I don't know if that has been confirmed or is it just a rumor of them saying that, you know?
Well, it might be I don't know, to be honest with you, if it's rumored out.
I know he has a football league coming up, but he's not gonna be at every game on the first day it happens. You think let's say if the team is in Texas, you think he's gonna fly all the way to wherever city he goes to next? You think he's gonna have time to watch every game? No. I mean, what he can do is this. I don't know if the XFL schedule is out yet, but whatever city that he has a team close by Philadelphia, just go to that game and then make it early because he has the power to do that, and then fly to Philadelphia for WrestleMania. There you go. You have plenty of time to do that.
Yeah, and then he can go to the Rocky Balboa statue and hang around there because of Rocky, like he did in a past Raw before the Attitude Era, remember?
Yeah, he did.
So probably is one of the reasons why I see The Rock wants to make the appearance in Philadelphia because of the Rocky statue. And he's Rocky, you know?
Yeah, and then Cody's probably going to finish the story at SummerSlam.
Yeah. And I feel like they want to do Cody as the next John Cena babyface, but unfortunately I think WWE needs to be very careful how you're going to build Cody. I don't want Cody to look like a John Cena 2.0. No, I want Cody to be Cody, you know.
And I know that we say that even if he wins the belt, that what goes next, it doesn't matter who you let anybody beat Roman for the belt. What's next
Roman's
for anybody?
over no matter what, you know.
Yeah.
Roman's very over no matter what, you know.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's it. But I guess we're gonna wrap up tonight.
Yep, let's wrap it up, and hopefully next week after the Rumble, hopefully we get a little chat and everything. And I gotta make my meet and greet quick, and then watch the Bills Mafia, and then get ready to work for Monday, man. And it's still raining outside.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's raining in your part of the town, Chris, because it's raining with us right now, very hardcore.
But
if it's raining hard on your side, wait, is it raining? Oh yeah, it is raining.
Yeah, it's raining with us right now.
Oh, yeah, it's raining right now.
Damn.
Yeah, it's raining. It's not pouring, but it's raining. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, it's raining.
But I guess we'll close out, people.
Well, one thing I like about rain is I sleep well at rainy days, man.
That is true.
That's what I would say. That.
But all right, people.
I don't know why, but I sleep well.
MTG Gaming.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, with spilt milk. Oh yeah, remember the French pickle. I'm a French man. I'm a French man. I'm a French man.
All right, well, that's thanks for joining the show,
out, guys.
people.
Get some rest, man.
See y'all later. See you later,
All right,
YouTube.
man. Good luck.